Hello.
Hey,
Hi,
guys.
everybody. We are back.
We are. We are
We are.
adjusting to a new setup here.
Yes. Yes. How do you like the newness? It's the newness.
The
yes.
newness.
How do you like the newness? Is?
I want headset. I want.
We'll get
I
you.
want muffs.
You want muffs?
Yes.
You sound like every dude I went to high school with. Seriously, every single one. But I digress.
Yes, you
yes,
do.
we're in the process, as we mentioned previously.
Yes.
We are in the process of we're not in a new location, but it's a new setup.
A new location within the location.
Yes, we're no longer filming in the garage, is what she means.
Yay.
So yeah, we kind of got this new setup. It's really cool. We got everything routed through like Essential Source, and so now you'll see us with the laptops and stuff. I've got stuff on mine. Mine's too. So if anybody's watching and wants to send me cool stickers and stuff for my laptop, yeah. See,
I only have one.
See, I'm begging for shit already.
One.
I'm already like we're according to this, we're a minute and 37 seconds in, and
You're already asking for
I'm
shit.
like, yo, motherfuckers, send me some stickers. Or something. But yeah, no, I need to get something there because yours looks cool. Like,
I only have the one.
I gotta remember it's reversed. Yeah. Well, see, you've got stickeredness.
I have one.
Yes, I've got nothing.
It came with my controller.
All right. Well,
My Xbox.
Well, like I said, if folks want to send us some stickers, I want to dress this up a little bit. But anyway, yeah, we got the new setup. It's more like a streaming setup.
It is.
And
a lot less equipment, a lot more wires, a lot less equipment, and a lot more planning.
That's true. I can't even argue that. Because if y'all could see the living room right now. Woo! I swear to God, if like anybody unexpectedly came over, they'd be like, "Y'all doing porn, aren't you?" Like with the amount of like lights and cameras and tripods and all this stuff, and green screen and stuff. They'd be like, what do y'all
We're
do?
We're not really.
Y'all making those movies? You on the hub?
Oh.
Hub.
Anywho, you're digressing again.
Yes. Anyway, so we got this new setup, and it's really cool. And we're going to be obviously working on expanding it, getting new headphones and stuff like that, and getting things routed and stuff like that. But that'll all come with time. So right now, we just wanted to get started and get things up and running again. So, what else did you want to talk about?
Well, we have a couple of interesting articles that we
Want
came
to go
upon.
with some news stories?
Well, let's talk about it first, and then we can go from there. We have two that we're going to discuss today. One is on the Elden Rings,
correct, which is the new hotness that neither of us are actually playing at the moment. I have not
played it yet.
Yeah,
I have been. I keep looking at it when I go onto my Xbox, and like I'm so close to pushing that button, but I'm like hesitant for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, you hear good and bad, and that's with every game that comes out. But there was just a lot of hype about this one, and so I was continuously sitting on the fence of, do I want to buy? Do I want to just wait a while? But the article we're going to share with you today might change my opinion on that.
It might.
It might.
Well, see, me, it's a little bit different because a lot of the YouTubers that I watch, right, they've all been talking about like how this game is just like the goods. You know what I mean? Like they're all like, yes, I am on my 17th live stream for 5 hours straight where I play this game.
And you're only like 15% done.
Yeah, and they're like, and I still get my butt kicked the minute I come up to some boss. So I'm like, all right, it can't be that bad.
It's beautiful. It looks real. It's gorgeous.
It looks really nice. Yeah. So we'll definitely have to look into getting that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So some articles you wanted to let's start with the first article. Okay.
The Elden Rings. Apparently,
all right.
This game has been doing quite well
Yes.
To the point where
No, I'm just
it's
like the transition went smoothly, so I'm just like, yes, we got through the first one. So
a
okay.
lot better than I think certain folks anticipated.
A lot better than I anticipated. But
So,
go ahead.
So it's Elden Ring sales top 12 million copies worldwide. From Software hints at expanding brand beyond the realm of games. So it's doing so well, they're thinking about doing more with it.
Nice.
Making it an actual thing.
Nice.
Like TV. I don't think they go as far as a movie. What do you think?
No.
Maybe like Amazon or some kind of TV thing, or maybe just another game, expanding game-wise. But it says beyond the realm of games, so it would have to be TV. Or
Well, it
video.
it could be some form of one-off Netflix or a limited series or a miniseries, or maybe expanding into books and novels and other stuff. But why don't you read the article and let's see what they say?
No. Okay. Elden Ring has sold over 12 million copies worldwide, thrashing those who felt it was too challenging and leading From Software to consider the possibility of expanding the series beyond the realm of games.
I like that they gave the little thank you.
Oh, I know. Isn't that cute? Yeah. Thank you. 12 million tarnished. I guess that's the thing in the game. I haven't played. See, now I feel like I'm like way behind.
Yeah, I know. I feel like left out. So
that will get corrected.
Yes.
Publisher Bandai Namco has announced that as of March 14th, earlier this week, the game has sold more than 12 million units worldwide across both physical and digital platforms, with over 1 million of those sales coming from From Software's native Japan. Mm-hmm. Having launched on February 25th, these sales figures average out to Elden Ring having sold an average of over 700,000 copies a day.
That's a lot of games.
That's a lot of games. Yeah. That's a lot of games.
705,000.
For comparison, the Dark Souls series as a whole had sold a total of 13 million copies as of March 16th, 2016, 5 years after the launch of the first Dark Souls game and 1 month following the release of Dark Souls 3. That series will go on to sell over 27 million copies by May 19th, 2020. The success has far exceeded Bandai Namco's previous expectation that George R.R. Martin's written title. He wrote. I guess he wrote.
He was involved with this. Yeah. Yes, he was.
Would sell 4 million copies by the end of March. I think they've surpassed that, don't you think?
A little bit.
Just a little bit?
A little bit.
In their announcement, Bandai Namco also stated, please look forward to more of Elden Rings as an IP, characters, and other intellectual property in hopes of expanding beyond the realm of games, suggesting that there may already be plans to expand the standalone title into a full-blown franchise.
Oh, that's
what are your thoughts on that?
Again, I'd have to experience the game to have any sort
True.
of valid input on that. Could
I
be
would
interesting.
agree.
Could definitely be interesting.
Well, you're looking at the pictures as we scroll, and it looks like a beautiful game to look at.
Oh yeah,
just graphics alone.
I've seen gameplay online. Like on
it's
YouTube.
like on the level of Skyrim almost.
Yes, I've seen videos on YouTube, and it looks amazing.
Because some of the stills here as we scroll, they're really, really awesome looking. Let's see. Scrolling down. We will continue to create enjoyment and fulfillment throughout entertainment so that we can come closer and connect to our fans around the world. Much effort was placed into creating Elden Ring so that we could exceed the expectations of our fans worldwide in like manner. We will continue our efforts in expanding the brand beyond the game itself and into everyone's daily life. Mm-hmm. And this just goes on and on about, numbers and year to date. But yeah, I think this is kind of like pushing me over the fence of purchase, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. No, I mean...
Would it be a game that you would consider playing?
I don't know.
Why is that?
Because I understand it's part of the Dark Souls series of games.
Which I've never played.
Right.
Is that terrible? Is that terrible of me? I've never played that.
And I don't like jumping into a
It's on
trilogy,
the same level.
quadrilogy.
It's not like.
No, I think it's part of the series.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
They were comparing it, but it didn't say it was related to.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Let us know, because I have no clue, honestly.
But I would definitely check it
love
out.
Yeah.
I mean, I would check it out. I mean, if you're gonna get it, I will definitely watch you play for a while, and then if if it seems interesting and I'm like, all right, this looks cool, then I'd probably just jump in and do it too.
It was kind of funny because when I was first watching these YouTube videos on this game when it first came out, and they were showing, actual gameplay of these guys, running around, and the first thing I saw was the big white snowman looking things. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? That they're the completely blank white snowmen running around killing people, and I'm like, really? This is don't tell me what they are. I know they're like a huge part of the game, and it's like a serious thing, but
it's like a thing.
Yeah, it's at first glance, you're walking through the room and you see these things on TV. I'm like, what the hell? This is supposed to be like like a dominating game, and they're running around fighting marshmallows.
What I'm hearing that I like is that, obviously there was some controversy because people were like, oh, it's too hard, it's too freaking hard, it's too freaking hard, and
I was hearing a lot about that too. I think that was why I was on the fence for so long.
Yeah, that's another conversation that I don't want to have right now.
Oh.
Well, no, and what I mean is that the whole idea that people would say, oh, a game must have an easy mode. I'm like,
it's for those types of people that just want like a cakewalk to enjoy the scenery, take in the
you know what?
ambiance of the
But then play
game
Candy Crush, if that's what you want.
Some people like that fantasy world to walk through. They don't want to spend their day throwing around pieces of chocolate.
Okay, but then do play the Castle Keep Walker Simulator 2000.
Why would you worry about what modes are on if it doesn't apply to you? Don't pick it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do, but I like conceptually.
Don't pick the frou-frou level.
But conceptually, I like what they've done here in that they've sort of forced you to take the training wheels off. Mm-hmm. They're like, listen, you know the game that you bought. Mm-hmm. You know what to expect. Mm-hmm. Here you go. We've plopped you in this world. Now, fucking deal with it. Which is kind of like real life, you know what I mean? Real life, there's nobody saying, "Hey, let's move it back to easy mode." No. I mean, unless you're a e-girl on Twitch, But there's no easy mode in real life, and just because things get hard, you don't get to drop it down in difficulty level. And I like the fact that they don't give you that option in this. They sort of force you to like, hey. All right, you can't beat that boss right now because you don't have the skills or the weapons or the levels or whatever and stuff like that. Level up elsewhere and come back.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to do it right now.
Right.
So go acquire the skills you need or the weapons or whatever and come back and do it. And I like that. So, I mean, we'll see. Like I said, I'll watch you play and see how you do, and then we'll take it from there. So.
All right. Fair enough.
What was the other story we were going to talk about?
Oh, we were going to talk about Halo.
Halo?
Yeah, I love Halo. I've always enjoyed the series, but I think you're more of a Halo buff than I am. So I can read the article and you can kind of fill in where you agree and disagree?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do this.
All right, let's see here. Oh, Lord. Halo showrunner Stephen Kane says writing team, quote, didn't look at or talk about the game. We talked about the characters and the world. End
okay,
quote.
Stop.
I knew it. I haven't even started yet. Go ahead.
What is with all these production companies that think they can just throw the lore of whatever IP it is that they're looking to adapt. Mm-hmm. They think they can just throw the lore right out the fucking window. Like, we don't need it, you know. Like, as an executive, you think somebody would be sitting there going, you know, maybe that lore is why people like this
there
so
for
much.
A reason.
Yeah. You know, so, but okay, I'll keep reading the article.
Okay. All right. The red flags continue to fly for Paramount Plus' upcoming Halo series. As in a recent interview, showrunner Stephen Kane has revealed that despite penning over 265 drafts of the live-action adaptation, he and the writing team did not, quote, look at or talk about the original game in any capacity. I can see where this is going. Kane revealed the Halo's writer's room proud ignorance of Master Chief's original video game outings.
Stop. Okay, whenever you have the showrunners immediately start by saying there's a sense of pride in their ignorance, you're gonna have a show that's
room's proud ignorance of Master Chief's original video game outings during a recent interview with Variety, given alongside various members of the production team in promotion of the series' upcoming premiere. Speaking with the trade outlet, he asserted, quote, we didn't look at the game, we didn't talk about the game, we talked about the characters and the world, so I never felt limited by it being a game. Go ahead. I know you want to.
No. Look, let's get through the article.
All right. Turning to the topic of Master Chief himself, the showrunner asserted he's everybody. What?
He's everybody,
right? He's you, he's me, he's a 6-year-old girl, he's a 15-year-old person in a different country. Whoever plays the game is him. Do you agree with that?
Let's finish the article.
You're not going to comment at all till I'm done, are you?
Nope.
We're going to tell a story about a man discovering his own humanity, he explained. In so doing, he's invited the audience to discover that guy's humanity too. Recalling that he wrote, quote, upwards of 265 drafts of the series' first 9 episodes, of which 10 total comprised the Halo's first season, Kane shared his excitement at the chance to put his own stamp on the Bungie-created universe. There are characters that are mentioned once in a book that I was able to give a whole backstory to, and other characters that were already well written that I just had to drop in, he said. I have to give credit to Microsoft. You can pitch them something brand new, and unless it really is unless it really complicated them in terms of the canon or the values of the show, they embraced it. This decision to split from the story of the Halo video games was further touched upon by 343 Industries head of Halo Transmedia, Kiki Wolfkill.
Rawr.
What?
That just sounds like a name. What? Keep going. Finish the article.
Who told Variety, early on, we were thinking about doing something that could tie very closely with the game. What we were finding was trying to verbatim stay with everything that'd come before wasn't serving the medium. It also wasn't serving the creative teams and their need to express a story and build the world through their eyes.
Stop.
She elaborated.
That's the line.
Just let me finish.
Okay.
Speaking to the series' future, Wolfkill also teased that deeply exploring the Spartan's personal life is maybe something that comes in Season 2 or Season 3. Admitting that he had never played the game prior to his joining the series, executive producer and director Otto Bathurst confessed, I was nervous. How do you take a first-person shooter and expand it? How do you take a first-person shooter and expand it?
Don't know. keep going.
There's no way I was ever going to grasp the whole thing, so there was a lot of phone a friend, Bathurst said. They were extraordinary in their acceptance of the fact that they couldn't just try to square peg round hole their 20 years of history. Gaming is a completely different medium. Though not a member of Halo's writing staff, Cortana actress Jen Taylor set to reprise her role as the Master Chief's AI companion in the upcoming series, added that the Paramount Plus exclusive would be, quote, a new and exciting, different kind of beast, end quote. It feels familiar and different at the same time, she noted. I hope people will be excited about that. Do you want it to be exactly the way you've already played it and already seen it? I'm not sure. It'll be interesting to see how the fans respond to that.
I guarantee you will.
I know you will. While not explicitly related to the series' ignorance of its origins, another
Wait, stop. That's roughly what I look like inside hearing this. Continue.
While not explicitly related to the series' ignorance of its origins, another red flag that was thrown up when Paramount Plus Chief Programming Officer Tanya Giles revealed the streaming platform's plans for the series. This is a swing for a broad audience, she declared. My hope is this expands what the Paramount Plus brand can mean. However, though the Halo writers' rooms seem to revel in their refusal to engage with the franchise's source material, the same could not be said for actor Pablo Schreiber, who will star in the series as the regularly helmetless. Wow, that's different. What? Yeah. That in itself is like, what the fuck? Master Chief. I quickly realized just how new I was to this medium, Schreiber reminisced. I spent the first few days of my Halo experience getting killed by grunts. Sharing his excitement at the world conceived by Bungie, Schreiber marveled. The richness and the depth of the universe was immediately kind of mind-boggling and incredibly exciting, because what it means as a storyteller is that there's already been a huge amount of preparation and groundwork. I'm in the middle of a Halo Infinite campaign right now, he concluded. I'm having a great time. I'm constantly seeing all the things that are similar to what we're doing on the show, so that's really, really fun. Let's see. The Steven Spielberg produced Halo will premiere March 24th exclusively on Paramount Plus. What do you make of the Halo series' choice to active indifference towards the source video games?
Wow, there's a lot to unpack there.
There is. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know your thoughts.
Okay, so the fact that they take pride in completely disregarding the history or lore or backstory that goes into it is super huge, major red flag. That's number one.
Several major flags.
Yes, that's number one. Number two is the fact that the Kiki Wolfkill had to highlight the fact that the writers disregarded that stuff because it allowed them to tell the story they needed to tell through their eyes. Mm-hmm. So that's red flag number two. Red flag number three is Tanya Giles. Basically saying that Paramount is using this to show what Paramount Plus can be. So in none of this am I hearing we wanted to give the fans what they've always waited for. Right. A live action Halo. We wanted to give the fans a new Master Chief story they could get behind. We wanted to tell the story of the Master Chief that you didn't see in the games. Mm-hmm. None of that was mentioned. It was literally, we wanted nothing to do with the lore. We're proud that we had nothing to do with the lore. The lore would have prevented us from doing things we want to do.
Right.
Okay? Mm-hmm. And hopefully this can be used by Paramount as a vehicle to show what their streaming service can do, which tells me that this show, in all likelihood, may end up being a lot of shite.
Right, but on the flip side of that coin, didn't you tell me the other day that when we first saw the trailers, one of our main concerns was that the focus was not Master Chief and telling his
Correct.
story.
It
was one particular
I happen to
person.
know for a fact that the show does not specifically just follow Master Chief.
Right.
It follows Master Chief and his group of Spartans, like you see here.
Right.
I
think there is a picture
but
of her.
this,
Yep, there she is. Yep.
This, I believe her name is Kwan, but I could be wrong. But from what I've heard, her name is Kwan.
Yeah.
She is just as much the star of this show as Master Chief is. So
It's not all about her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that was the concern. I think a lot of the parts of the teaser were a little confusing especially to fans of the lore. You know what I mean? It wasn't presented well in the teaser.
I've seen some videos posted by some folks. Like I follow Chris Gore over at Film Threat.
Yeah.
And he posted a video. He's already seen a couple, like the first 2 or 3 episodes. Mm-hmm. Now he says it's not as bad as you think, right? Mm-hmm. And I tend to agree with him on a lot of his takes on films, particularly like the high end sort of sci-fi fantasy stuff, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, so on and so forth. So I tend to agree with him a lot on that stuff. He says it's not as bad as you would think from the teaser. And so I'm kind of hanging my hopes on that it won't be as bad, because like I said, everything that this article, now mind you, Chris Gore saw these 2 or 3 episodes previously, and he posted videos about it, like I think it was a day or 2 ago. Mm-hmm. Okay. The article we just read came out today.
Right.
So part of me is hoping that it's not as bad as I'm fearing. But at the same time, when I read quotes like that from the producers and the writers and the executives, and they seem to take a certain amount of pride in the fact that they're completely disregarding everything that people fell in love with about Halo. That scares me.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll have to wait and see, but I don't have a good feeling.
I know. But at least with the information that we got the other day from Chris Gore's information is at least enough to give it a try.
Yeah.
You know, give yourself the first episode or 2, try it out for yourself.
And I have no problem saying the only reason I would give this thing a shot is because of what Chris Gore had to say, because I trust him.
If you're on the fence about this show, like we were and still are in many regards, check out Chris Gore's channel. It was just a day or 2 ago that he did his Halo.
Yeah,
his Halo.
It was a live stream.
It was a live stream.
And,
I'm
and
sure
they
it's on
they
there.
were discussing it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's on there. I'm sure it's recorded. Just check it out. If you're on the fence about the show, like we were, give it a watch. It might make you a little more flexible, and at least trying out the first episode or two.
Yep.
You know. And take it from
like
there.
I said, I will give it a shot and see. Give it an episode or 2 to see where I stand on it.
Yeah.
And like I said, that's only coming because of, what Chris Gore and Film Threat folks had to say. Mm-hmm. Based on this article, though, I don't have a good feeling. I don't have a good feeling.
I don't have the fuzzies. I'm fuzzyless once again. I was fuzzy last. I'm beside myself.
You're beside yourself? Looking at yourself?
I'm sitting here beside myself.
Okay. All right. On that note, let's see. Oh, we did a transitional thing.
It worked.
All right. So, anyway, I think that's it for right now. I mean,
It's a lot of information.
yeah, it's a 30-minute episode where we just talked about a couple of news articles. Shout out to Bounding Into Comics. That's where they were the ones that had the scoop on both of those articles. Yep. So shout out to the Bounding Into Comics folks. And obviously we already gave a shout out to Chris Gore and the Film Threat folks, because they, they're the ones that sort of gently blew on the ember of hope that I'm still holding inside for this show. So thank you for that, guys.
Yeah.
You're gonna be picking up Elden Ring, and we'll be.
I am.
You're gonna be starting your Friday night game streaming this coming Friday.
Next Friday.
Yeah, a week from today. Week from tonight. And we will post where people can go to follow you on Twitch. Yeah. You'll be doing it on Twitch.
Yeah, sometime this week I'll put out the information on what time and whatnot and where.
And you don't know if it'll be Elden Ring or a different game at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and pick up Elden Ring this week. We'll see how that plays out. But yeah.
All right.
Game streaming.
So
next Friday.
If you're interested, we'll post the link where you can follow Jen on Twitch, and you can follow her as she starts streaming. And we could all laugh at her as she,
Hey, I will literally be starting the game as I talk to you, lovely people. So it's not. I'm going in this completely blind. So those of you that have played it. I'm an Elden Ring virgin.
No, it's just funny.
Wow.
No, it's just fun. I too am an Elden Ring virgin.
Version?
I am a version of Elden Ring.
Okay, we're done.
Yes, I haven't played it either.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, we'll post the link so where you can find Jen on Twitch, and we can follow her and check it out.
Yes.
And I'll see how it goes, and maybe I'll play Elden Ring and stream it as well, and have people laugh at me. Okay. Until then, we will have another episode next week. We'll cover whatever's going on, and I'm gonna probably do my Lord of the Rings episode because that is a rage.
It is.
Burning
it's like a little burning ember inside of you that
yes.
needs to be ignited.
Oh, it's ignited.
No, I know.
It just needs. It just needs
smoldering right now.
It just needs a direction to be aimed at in a productive manner.
Well, that's all you, babe.
But all right. So anyway, we hope you like the new setup. I'm glad everything worked.
Yes.
So. We will see you here next week. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Give us a like. Give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Share the video.
Did you do the little screen with all the social medias?
No, I don't have a social media with the little screeny thing yet, but I'll put them in post. I'll do that in post. That's why we have post. I'll do it in post. All right, folks. Anyway, I am Jay.
I'm Jen.
And this is the Review Lounge, and we will see you on the next one.
Bye, guys. See you next time.